Fuck, man. I feel like we was watching that shit all day.
Oh, fuck it. Man. I don't know how. Like that's... I see what they were trying to do, but they fucking failed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking Song of the South. Let's fucking go.
Mike is hot, too.
We're ready?
Going.
Well, hello, motherfuckers. Let's get down to fucking business. Oh, yeah. It's Black History Month. You know what? Theme song.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Brent.
And I'm PJ.
And this is the fucking home video hustle.
Hey, this is Hustle Holidays Black History Month edition.
Damn, I don't know where to start.
Where do we start?
I guess we start from the beginning and tell them what we watched.
Oh.
If they watch YouTube, they already know that shit.
If you can't tell by the hypeness in my voice, by the disgust, the anguish in my tone, we watched Song of the South.
Hashtag thanks, Phil.
Thank you, Phil. The door, Phil. Everything that we have said, Phil. Fuck up, Phil. Fuck. That shit. Oh my gosh.
Hey, PJ.
Yes.
Hey, PJ.
Yes.
How you feel about Disney right now?
Fuck Disney. That's how I feel.
I did it. After all these motherfucking years, I did it. I got him on my side.
Welcome to the dark side.
Welcome to 2018, bitch.
I am not like, I have a ritual I have when I'm off work. I go home and we watch a Disney movie as a family before we lay down the kiddos. Fuck that shit. We're watching Fox 28 or some shit. Oh my gosh.
Oh, happy day.
Fucking Negro Spiritual singing in 1946.
Oh,
Who the
happy
fuck does that?
day. PJ, did we actually say what we watched or did we just go off hard? No, did we say Song of the South, right?
Song of the South.
Well, if we didn't, I don't know, we got too hyped there. We watched Song of the South, though. Oh, yeah, because I said thanks, Phil.
Yes. Thank you. Really. Thank you. You have enlightened me, Phil. Fuck.
PJ.
Yes.
This came out in 1946.
Fuck Disney.
I'm pretty sure that's the same year as It's a Wonderful Life. 1940. It is the same year as It's a Wonderful Life.
You know, I want to say I can tell, but I don't, like, for one, if it was 1946, like it's in A Fucking Wonderful Life, there were fucking houses, okay?
Yep.
People had houses.
Well, this took place, you know, It's a Wonderful Life took place, I think, around that time it came out. This took place supposed to be like back in those, like, right after slavery time.
You mean when they were still slaves because...
Yep. Well, no, they were supposed to be. You know what? I don't know. Maybe it was during slave times because you know Disney.
Yes.
They didn't show them doing slave work. They didn't show them getting whipped.
However,
maybe it was like right after that shit got abolished or whatever. Because you know after slavery got abolished, a lot of people still did slave work because they ain't know nothing else to fucking do.
And there were still slaves.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Slavery was not ended.
Not everybody let them motherfuckers go pimping.
Yeah, fun fact. Oh, y'all are about to learn something today. The reason why we celebrate Juneteenth is because years after slavery had ended, there's still slavery in Texas? What? Y'all didn't get the memo? Yeah, that shit's been gone, bruh. Oh, well, I guess we're free now. What the fuck do we do? Well, let's just celebrate it right now. This is the last official day of slavery. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry, yes.
I'm about to make you mad. I'm about to make you mad. I'm about to make a fucking monster Frankenstein in this bitch. PJ.
Yes.
We'll start with the smallest thing first, and we'll work our way up to the bullshit.
Oh, my God.
PJ.
Yes.
This was an hour and 34 minutes long.
Felt every minute.
Felt eternal.
Yes.
There was a point in this movie where we both thought it was over, and it went on for 30 more fucking minutes. And I'm not joking. I told PJ it's only been 30 minutes for like an hour.
Yes.
Shit just wouldn't stop going. PJ, second thing that's gonna piss you off. This movie cost $2.125 million. It made $65 million. His face right now, yo.
Oh my gosh.
PJ.
Yes.
Strike 3, the biggest one of them all.
Yes.
PJ, IMDb rating 7.3 out of 10.
Get the fuck. The Star Wars has a better rating than this.
Star Wars?
Yes.
Let me see what IMDb gave Star Wars. I'm sure it's higher than
Oh
7.3.
my gosh.
Come on, phone. There we go.
Oh.
7.3.
Why?
We know not everybody has a problem with this type of shit, PJ. Yeah. Yeah, think about that. Star Wars has an 8.7, so it has a higher score.
Fuck IMDb. Whatever the fuck. Who are y'all? What is y'all's criteria?
IMDb doesn't give these ratings. They're all from users. So 1 million people voted and gave Star Wars that. And I won it because I gave it a 9.
Well.
Yeah. And then
fuck all of y'all.
Let's go back. Song of the South has 7.3 out of 10 after 9,406 votes. So 9,406 people voted on it, and it averaged a 7.3.
Can I see the case? Can I just see
I don't have a case.
I mean, do they have a... Oh.
What you looking for? What you trying to look at?
You know, the picture.
The synopsis? Like the poster?
Oh, that thing. Yeah, the poster.
First live action musical drama. Ain't no fucking drama, I guess. I guess in a way there was drama with the kid and all that bullshit.
You know, my heart is pounding really, really fast.
This is G-rated.
For some reason. This is G-rated?
Oh, your heart's pounding? Does that mean you just want to start talking about this?
No, I don't know what I want to do. I'm trying to soak this all in right now, but it's
just let me know what you want to do and I got you. Okay, I'll do this. It's directed by Wilfred Jackson and Hervé Foster.
Fuck y'all.
And hold on. It was written by like 6 people too when I looked at it.
Oh my gosh. How? Like, I don't understand.
I think it says some people wrote the animated parts and some people wrote the live action parts. Of this fucking phone with
the animated parts weren't anything but look, that's what I was going to say. I saved it for this.
Yep.
This shit, look, motherfuckers, Burr Rabbit, that shit was not created by whoever the fuck they said it is on Wikipedia. This shit was from Anansi tales that African people used to tell back around the fucking campfire when they were slaves.
This is based on Uncle Remus by Joel Chandler Harris.
By who? What is his name?
Joel Chandler Harris.
All right, look, Mr. Harris, you did not come up with the shit. You know this. This is like cultural appropriation, whatever the fuck y'all call it. That's what this is. They did not create this shit. This is Anansi the Spider Tales. These shits were told. Like, this is, oh my gosh. Uncle Remus, yeah, he probably created the black man, whatever you call Mambi except for a male character, but he did not create these tales. This is totally inaccurate, okay? That's for one.
PJ.
Yes.
Got you. Uncle Remus is a collection of animal stories, songs, and oral folklore collected from Southern African Americans.
Thank you. Aesop's Fables.
It says he adapted and compiled them into a book form in 1881. So he basically, I guess like you said, he took the stories and made a book out of them and made money.
Motherfucker.
Yes,
you mother... It started back then.
It ain't never stopped.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I forgot I was looking at the motherfuckers that wrote this shit one day.
Yeah, sorry.
Went off on a tangent.
Yes, I did.
Fuck it. That's what we do. Not Sir Mix-a-Lot. Go back.
Mac Daddy.
Yeah, I know, right? I said who it was directed by. And it was written. Live action was written by Morton Grant, Maurice Raff, Dalton S. Raymond. Animation written by Bill Peet, George Stallings, and Ralph Wright.
Fuck y'all.
There you go. Starring James Baskett, Hattie McDaniel, Glenn Leedy, Bobby Driscoll, Ruth Warwick, Luana Patton, and some other motherfuckers. Those are the main people. James Baskett is Uncle Remus. That's why I said his name first. Even though his name ain't listed first. It's going to be listed first here on the Home Video Hustle.
Yes, it is.
I noticed I said all 3 black names first. Did y'all notice that? Yeah. I can do that.
Yes.
Ain't nothing left but storyline, PJ, so unless you got something else you want to get into beforehand.
Oh, no, we're going to get into it. We're about to talk through this.
Okay.
I will try my best to remain calm.
No, fuck that. Do you?
Fuck that.
Fuck all that. The first thing that happened is Uncle Remus is introduced. And I don't even remember how he was introduced no more. This shit done kind of like numb my mind. And I can't remember all of the beginning of it anymore. Skip it, Chief. All right.
Okay.
Next note I wrote was Mammy.
They were riding in the shit.
Yeah, they were riding in the car going to the house.
Yeah.
I don't remember what her name was in the movie, so I just called her Mammy.
Okay.
She's there basically with the mom, dad, and the son. I think the son's name was like Johnny. Mm-hmm. And then they go meet up with the grandmama at the house.
Mm-hmm. At their house, right? They were going back to their house. Their dad's a reporter. Johnny's dad is a reporter or some shit. Yeah, and he writes in the paper, and he's going on assignment, to Atlanta. They arrive to the fucking plantation, which they call a plantation. Mm-hmm. But anyways, they arrive. at the plantation.
And then, the dad banged out.
Yeah.
I got to go.
Yeah. He said, you know, I got to go to work. You're going to stay here. No, Dad, no, don't go.
Yeah, the kids all sad. Like, Daddy, no.
Yeah.
Don't go, Daddy.
Yeah.
Then the dad like, hey, bye, and bangs the fuck out.
All right. All during this time.
The kid runs off after the car and he runs into all the black folks.
Yes.
Singing a song. I don't know what song.
Fucking Negro spirituals gathered around. Look. This is my okay. I don't understand. Like what was their ending goal in making this movie?
You know, I'm about to research some of this shit while you talk about it real quick.
Because I understand you could have placed it back in the days of slavery, but it's
Oh, here you go, PJ.
okay.
The film takes place in the southern United States during the Reconstruction era, a period of American history shortly after the end of the American Civil War and the abolition of slavery. So, okay, that tells you right there. So I was right, it's after slavery.
Mm-hmm.
Walt Disney wanted to produce a film based on the Uncle Remus stories for some time. It was not until 1939 that he began negotiating with the Harris family, the white dude you said. It was for the film rights. Filming started in 1944, premiered in Atlanta, 1946. Since its release, Song of the South has remained a subject of controversy, I bet. Some critics have described the film's portrayal of African Americans as racist and offensive, pointing out the black vernacular and other qualities as stereotypes.
That's what I was getting at.
In addition, the plantation setting is sometimes criticized as glorified.
Mm-hmm.
Because of this controversy, Disney has yet to release a Song of the South on any home video format in the U.S. I know, because it's a hard time finding it. Some of the musical animated sequences have been released through other means, and the full film has seen video distribution. Oh shit, it's been released in other parts of the country. The cartoon characters from the film have continued to remain popular for decades, being featured in books, comics, and other media. The Disney theme park ride Splash Mountain is based on this movie. Oh, I didn't know that.
What?
Yeah, I guess so. Have you been to Disney?
Yes.
You've been on Splash Mountain?
Yes.
You've been to Song of the South, buddy. You've been to the Briar Patch.
Fuck Disney.
All right, let me see. It sounded like Disney really wanted to do this shit. Like, he negotiated for fucking years to get these stories, man.
I bet everybody had good sense and was like, no, let's not do this.
He told Variety that he wanted to get an authentic feeling of Uncle Remus country so that we can do a faithful job as possible to these stories. Roy Oliver Disney, I don't know who the fuck that is. Is that his dad? It's his older brother. Had misgivings about the project, doubting that it was big enough in caliber and natural draft to warrant a budget over $1 million and more than 25 minutes of animation. So he was like, this shit's whack. Oh shit. Okay, here we go, PJ. Dalton Raymond wrote a treatment for the movie, but because Raymond was not a professional screenwriter, Maurice Raff, who had been writing live action features at the time, was asked by Walt Disney to work with him to get them, make a shootable screenplay. According to Neil Gabler, one of the reasons Disney hired Raff to work with Raymond was to temper what Disney feared would be Raymond's white southern slant. Because Maurice Raff was a minority, a Jew, an outspoken left-winger, and he himself feared that the film would inevitably be Uncle Tomish. He said, that's exactly why I want you to work on it, Walt Disney told him, because I know that you don't think I should make this movie. You're against Uncle Tomism and you're a radical.
And it still came out like this.
Yep.
This was the end result.
Yep. He initially hesitated, but when he found out that most of the film would be live action and that he could make extensive changes, he accepted the offer. Raff worked on Uncle Remus for about 7 weeks. When he got into a personal dispute with Raymond, Raff was taken off the project. He was taken off.
There you go.
According to Raff, Walt Disney ended every conference by saying, well, I think we've really licked it now. Then he'd call you the next morning and say, I've got a new idea, and he'd have one. Sometimes ideas were good, sometimes they were terrible, but you could never really satisfy him. Morton Grant was assigned to the project. Disney sent out the script for comment, both of his studio and outside the studio. Black. Okay, so I guess dude got kicked the fuck off.
Okay.
Maybe he tried to make it too not Uncle Tomish.
Well, I mean, that's what he got hired to do.
I don't fucking know, man. Yeah, I like that. They're talking about the music. They said there's this number, then there's one spiritual. They didn't put Negro in front of it, though.
Yeah. Better not have.
Spirituals are generally Christian songs that were created by African Americans.
Still won't say Negro.
They will not say that shit.
Oh my gosh. I love how...
PJ, look at this.
Shit.
Walt Disney made introductory remarks, introduced the cast, and then quietly left for his room at the hotel across the street. He had previously stated that unexpected audience reactions upset him, and he was better off not seeing the film with an audience. James Baskett, the dude that played Uncle Remus, was unable to attend the film's premiere because he would not have been allowed to participate in any of the festivities, as Atlanta was still a racially segregated city. He wasn't even allowed to watch this shit.
Oh my fucking gosh!
Oh, this is it's all kind of shit about this movie, PJ. After this, Disney produced a Sunday comic strip called Uncle Remus and His Tales of Brer Rabbit. So he had a comic strip, comic books, the golden books that you had.
Yes.
Was re-released in theaters several times. 1956 and 1972, 1973. Second half of a double bill with the Aristocats. I had two racist ass things.
The Aristocrats?
Cats, yeah.
I watched that. That's a racist thing?
It's got little moments in it.
See, I haven't seen
It's like, I know it's a part where a cat like supposed to be like Chinese.
The Chinese, yeah, Chinese cats. Yeah, I know that song.
Oh, the film has been broadcast on European TV, including the BBC, as recently as 2006.
Oh.
So outside of America, they play this shit. In March 2010, Disney CEO Robert Iger stated that there were no plans to release the movie on DVD, calling the film antiquated and fairly offensive.
Oh my gosh.
In 2010, Disney creative director Dave Bossert stated in an interview, "I can say there's been a lot of internal discussion about Song of the South, and at some point we're going to do something about it. I don't know when, but we will. We know we want people to see Song of the South because we realize it's a big piece of company history and we want to do it the right way." So they're going to try and get it out one day. Roger Ebert, who normally disdained any attempt to keep films from any audience, supported the now-release position, claiming that most Disney films become a part of the consciousness of American children who take films more literally than adults. However, he favored having film students have access to the film. Like people like us, I guess.
Smarts.
Yeah, we already know about... Yeah, the songs are released because that's how you know the songs. More recently, Zippity Doo Dah and some of the animated portions of the film were issued on the Alice in Wonderland 2 DVD special edition set. They snuck them in there. PJ, hold the fuck up. In July 2017, after being inaugurated as a Disney legend, Whoopi Goldberg expressed a desire for Song of the South to be re-released publicly to American audiences. Whoopi trying to get that shit out there. So yeah, look at this bullshit. Although the film was a financial success, some critics were less enthusiastic about the film. Not so much the animated portions as the live portions. I wonder why. Time magazine called the film top-notch Disney.
What?
One of Hollywood's most resiliently offensive racist texts. My God, this keeps going. Oh. When the film was first released, Walter Francis White, the executive secretary of the NAACP, telegraphed major newspapers around the country with the following statement, claiming, "The NAACP recognizes in Song of the South remarkable artistic merit in the music and in the combination of living actors and the cartoon technique. It regrets, however, that in an effort neither to offend audiences in the North or South, the production helps to perpetuate a dangerously glorified picture of slavery. Making use of the beautiful Uncle Remus folklore, Song of the South unfortunately gives an impression of the idealistic master-slave relationship, which is a distortion of the facts."
Very well put. Very well put.
Time magazine, although it praised the film, cautioned that it was bound to land its maker in hot water. Some black press had mixed reactions on what they thought of Song of the South, while Richard B. Dyer, an Afro-American, was thoroughly disgusted by the film for being a vicious piece of propaganda for white supremacy as Hollywood ever produced. Whoa.
What?
Brer's first major appearance in Disney media since The Lion King 1.5. He was in that shit?
Who was?
Brer Rabbit.
Nah.
Or one of the Brers, it says this is the Brers. So maybe it's more than one of them. Disney, that's your shit, Lion King 1.5.
No, I don't remember that.
You have to rewatch it now, kid.
Yeah, I am.
Well, yeah, that's a lot of background. That's a lot of time on that shit. But that's just telling you a little bit about what we dealt with here, folks.
Yes. So.
Now, PJ, back at the movie. Everybody's introduced, basically. The dad left, the kid ran off. He ran into the black folks singing the Negro spirituals.
That's what I was saying.
Yes.
My first point about the movie. I understand, it was during the quote-unquote Reconstruction era of this good old fine United States of America land, but every single scene that was not animated, they were clearly slaves on a plantation, and they were singing Negro spirituals like life was just so peachy and fine, and that everything would be okay. That really set wrong with me. They made it seem as if slavery was okay, like it was just a thing of our past, and that this is how blacks got along on the plantation. Let me tell you why that is false. Or do you know why? I think you know why. Let's continue. As they're gathered around with the Negro spirituals singing around a campfire, Johnny's about to run off. He's not coming back. And he hears about, Brer Rabbit's, these tales.
Yeah, because Uncle Remus is telling stories.
Yeah. So, what happens? Somebody sends for him, but Uncle Remus
basically helped him out because they was like, oh, we need the mom's looking for Johnny. And they're like, where's Johnny at? And he's like, tell his mama he was with me.
So did he get paid for doing this?
I don't know, man. Like I said, they didn't go into all them details.
Like, how the fuck do you have a man play somebody and then he can't even come to the awards? How are you okay with doing that as a black man. I could not set my people back. And I can't even say 100 years. I could not set my people back decades at that point, just in order to become, an actor in a film that's degrading my people. Like, I don't understand how he took that job in the first place. Cause like his whole attitude during it, he was the yes man. He was the Uncle Tom. Anytime that there was a problem, he would try to correct it. All of the things.
Magical black man.
Yeah. And I want to say the only reason it was a black man is because the woman, like, then the whole world would have known, like, oh, that's stereotypical of the black mammy. She's always there with the white kids, always there making things okay, always got the stories, always looking out. Even if mom can't control the kids, here comes mammy. Too obvious. Let's just put the black man who's still big in his place. Okay, let's do that, Disney. Let's fucking go with that. Anyways.
We help Johnny out. Johnny goes back to his house, and that's where you get the story of Brer Rabbit. Goes into animation. That old Roger Rabbit shit where it's like real people hanging out with cartoon characters. And that's when you get what song, PJ?
Zippity doo dah.
Zippity.
My oh my, what a wonderful day.
Yep.
I've had funny story. I know these songs because back in the 90s, Disney released cassette tapes.
Yep.
With just Disney songs.
They still do it with CDs.
Why do they?
Yeah, I looked it up. This song is on the CD still to this day.
Wow.
The songs get released. This movie just don't get released.
Wow. That's deep. And the whole time I did not notice. I mean, I guess that's why I fucked with the song. And then Disney had a montage. They had sing-alongs. It was called Disney sing-alongs, and I had like 3 of those.
It had that scene on there.
It had that zippity doo dah, and I
like with the animation and shit.
Yeah,
okay.
And I guess I knew in my heart that he was black, as a young black boy, just because of the way he was talking. But I never put 2 and 2 together until watching it, like the way that they characterized him and all of that he was.
Well, it's more obvious when you got the live action scenes with it.
Yeah.
When you just seeing the cartoon, it's like, okay, a little iffy.
Yeah.
But when you cut back to that when that live action, man, whew.
Yeah, that's when it gets
it's
real
all bad, man.
Yeah. But I like that. I want to say I liked the songs. But now that I got the context, fuck Disney. But what was I saying? Yeah, we come to Zippity Doo Dah. What's Brer Rabbit doing? Oh, Brer Rabbit's having a good day. Yeah, all right. There was, and this is so
he's like
Disney.
boarding up his fucking house or some shit, right?
Yeah, he's boarding up his house. He's about to leave. He's saying fuck this shit. I'm moving on with life. I've been here forever. Uncle Ramus was like, this is where you're from. You should just stay here. Ain't nothing out there for you. Like, this is your life right here. And he's like, nah, fuck that shit. I'm leaving. And he leaves. He goes, hops down the road. Here comes Brother Fox. Oh no, Brother Fox set a trap for him, right?
Yeah.
He got a little.
He got caught up in the noose.
Yeah, in the noose.
But see, I was wondering, I was waiting for it.
Luckily.
Because, Brer Rabbit's supposed to be kind of, we got some black to him.
They all do. All of the characters.
All the Burrs.
Yes.
And, of course, there's a thing where black people used to get hung.
Yes.
And so when they got hung, I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go. But they were smart.
Yes.
And they didn't they didn't make him hang from his neck. They had his feet up there with it.
Yes.
And I was just the whole time, like, as I was just like, when's them feet gonna fall?
Right.
When are the feet gonna fall?
Let him
PJ?
hang.
That symbolism's coming with it. But it actually never happened, and I was fucking shocked.
No. But every other way of being black was symbolized in all the character. But I'll get to that shit later.
Well, after he get caught, the motherfucking fox, or no, it was the bear came, right?
The bear,
He tricked the bear into getting in the noose for him.
Yeah, she said, I make $1 an hour. Brother Bear said, word. Well, I'ma hop myself in this noose right here.
Brer Rabbit's thing is tricking these dumb motherfuckers into doing shit.
This master of
It's
trickery.
the ill mouthpiece.
Yes.
Then the fox come down there trying to get the food. See the bear in there, and they all start scrapping and shit. Think the rabbit bangs out, right? Don't they like slide away?
Yep, and just lets them fight it out.
And I think that's the end of that story right
that's
there.
the
Right? Every time he
animation
gets
right
away,
there.
like it ends.
Yeah.
Then I think this is when they took little dude home, and I think Uncle Remus tried to back him up, but the mom wasn't having that shit. I don't remember what she said. She just said something to him like, "Quit telling that motherfucker these stories. It's past his bedtime. It's dark as fuck out here, nigga.
Yeah.
What you doing?" Oh yeah. And speaking of dark as fuck, I know this ain't never had no digitally remastered DVD release or not, so we watched the whole VHS copy.
Yes.
And man, any scene where it was dark It looked like a fucking horror movie. There was no joke. PJ won't get this reference, but my Mystery Science Theater fans will. There's a scene where Uncle Remus is, he's a dark skinned dude and he's in the shadows and it's not well lit. All you see is the light reflecting off his eyes. And it looks like fucking Trumpy from Pod People when his lights was like eyes was like flashing and shit. You know what I mean? Like when he's hanging with the kid and he first started using his powers and shit. PJ don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You will. But but that's what it looked like. Just all you see is like two beams of light reflecting in the darkness.
In a smile.
It's like the
smile
creepy,
with white
it's like the scariest shit I ever seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of horror movies. And then there's scenes where it's close up on Uncle Remus's face, and one whole side of his face is not lit. Black as fuck. And you just see the other side, and it looks like this little creepy smile because he's smiling all hard and shit. It is the weirdest fucking thing in the world. I was like, what the fuck?
Had to be better. The depiction was real. Like the imagery, cinematics. They could have done better somehow, some way.
So I'm holding out hope. I told PJ I'm holding out hope that the movie wasn't filmed that dark on purpose, and it's just an old VHS like cut that we watched. It's just shitty.
Fuck that shit. They knew what they were doing. That's how I feel.
It's crazy. Usually I'm the more cynical one. It's
yes.
So after that bullshit,
what happens?
Oh shit. We gotta talk about this now too. The black kid comes and wakes up the little Johnny, little white dude, and he has a little frog. And we were trying to figure this out half the movie because we couldn't hear it that well. But the little black kid's name is Toby.
Yes.
Now let me look this up. I want to see when the fuck Roots came out. When that novel came out, Alex Haley. When did that come out?
Please, man, they knew what they were doing. 76.
That's the TV series, all right.
It was originally published.
I found it. Oh, it came out that same year. Oh, so damn, the TV thing came out that same year. Damn, fuck.
He was on something.
Okay,
right.
Well, yeah, 70. It's a long ways away from this shit.
Yeah, good.
Good. You said 76, right?
76.
Oh, that's 30 years later, then.
Yes. Okay.
But yeah, a little kid named Toby. We thought that was interesting.
Do you think he did that on purpose?
No, I think Alex Haley watched Song of the South and made the nigga's name Toby.
Yeah.
Maybe. I have no confirmation on that.
Because they wanted to. I think it's because Toby he was there for the white man. He wanted the white man. He was the white man's friend. And when we've beaten him into submission, your name is Toby. You are befriending us now. We are placing this name upon you. Fuck. Sorry, guys.
Hey, Dave, man, I've never seen Roots before. I've never seen it before. So I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
Shit.
I don't know. I have to look at it one day. I had to look at it one day. So when I was younger, I just was like, I know niggas got beat back then. Like, I don't want to watch this shit. It's just like I told you before with the Passion of the Christ movie. I know he gonna get fucked up. Like, why I want to sit and watch that shit? Like, I know what happened back then. I don't need to see this shit. I know.
Like the truer story. Not saying it's the truest, but it's the truer story.
I look at it one day. I know they brought it back out last year too.
Yes.
The new one. You see that?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I've seen them all. Okay. Not as much as the original, but it was.
You seen Roots the Next Generation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and my mom actually watched that shit together.
I'm gonna watch them one day.
Yeah.
As when I was younger, I just had no interest in it. Cause I'm like, I don't want to see motherfuckers just getting beat for like 5 hours.
You know, like Chicken George and like.
I know the names.
Oh.
I don't know nothing about
got
them.
His foot cut off.
Maybe.
Trying to run.
Maybe we do that shit for this one day. We could just chop it up. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3.
Right? Because that shit's long.
That's what I'm saying. That was the other thing about it. Like, I ain't trying to watch somebody get beat for 5 hours.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, where we at?
Little shit kids is my next note.
The dog.
Yeah.
There was a dog.
That's where I think that's where he meets old girl too.
Jenny.
Right? Yeah, Jenny.
Yes.
It's just these two little shit kids, and they got a sister named Jenny that Johnny is trying to holler at on site.
Yes.
And they got a little dog. I think when they abusing like the animals or abusing the dog or doing some weird crazy
he was
shit.
actually. Yeah, he was.
And the dog ran away, and they ran over to Johnny, and he took that motherfucker. Was like, "Fuck y'all don't need this dog."
Right. Said, "Give me it back," and then here comes Uncle Ramus.
Yeah, Uncle Remus like, "He better take that dog back, bro. That ain't your dog."
Right.
And he tells me what they was doing to it, so Uncle Remus ends up keeping the motherfucker.
Trying to help him out.
I think the shit kids came back after that, right? They were trying to get their dog, right?
Well, it goes into another animation because you remember that's how he uses that reverse psychology.
Oh yeah, that how do you do shit? Another song PJ like.
Yes. Pretty good sure as you're born.
That right. That leads into the craziest shit. The shit that had me and PJ fucked up.
What?
You know it came with this cartoon. The Tar Baby.
Oh.
The fucking Tar Baby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't know, Tar Baby was a racial slur for black people. And in this movie, they make an actual tar baby.
Yes, they do.
To trick Brer Rabbit with. And Fox and the Bear are still trying to get this motherfucker. So they literally take a big heap of tar and they just like slam it onto like a jacket or something.
Yep.
To make it look like a person.
Yep.
And they put hair on it and put a hat on it and buttons for eyes and a fucking half a pipe for the nose and shit. And they sit it out like on a bench or on something. They sit it somewhere.
On a log. On a log.
There you go.
Right along a road. Because he sees Brer Rabbit coming. So, yeah.
Brer Rabbit comes and I guess he asked him like, how you doing? And the motherfucker don't respond. And this shit actually genuinely made me and PJ laugh, though. Because Brer Rabbit got pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, how you do? He skipped a couple times and he stopped and looked back like, motherfucker.
Like, I just spoke to you.
Yeah, I think he said that too, didn't he?
Yeah, right?
He's like, I just spoke to you. You know what you say? He said, you hard of hearing? He's like, how did you do? Like, yelling all in the motherfucking tar baby face and shit.
Yes.
So then he did it again. Motherfucker ain't respond, so he came back. And this motherfucker started rolling his sleeves up like, look, motherfucker, I'm going to count to 3. And if your bitch ass ain't said nothing, I'm going to fuck you up. And no joke, he counts to 3. This motherfucker legit stole on the tar baby, though. But
Unfortunately,
that's what they wanted him to do, because the whole time he's like antagonizing this fucking lump of tar. The wolf is getting hyped. He's like, yeah, punch it. Punch it, get stuck. Punch your other hand, get stuck. Put your feet on it, get stuck. So he's just engulfed in the fucking tar. And they take Brer Rabbit back to that little crib and they trying to cook his ass.
yes.
But I think it tricks. How does it trick him this time?
No. This is the Briar Patch. He's
That's what I'm
like-
saying. I tricked it somehow. I just can't remember how. Okay. So he didn't take it back yet.
Yeah, they wind up basically. Yeah, they come out and get him. Tried to get him from the tar, and then Brother Bear's like, "Nah, I'm gonna bash him in the head because that's what we set out we were gonna
Make
do."
him dead.
And then the fox was like, "Nah, we gonna cook him." Da 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 da. So they start arguing, and then of course he's like, "Whatever you do, don't throw me in the briar patch." All right. Well, how about I skin you alive? Yeah, you can skin me, but don't throw me in the briar patch. And then Brother Fox winds up actually listening and was like, "Oh, don't throw you in the briar patch. You know, reverse psychology." So he winds up throwing him in the briar patch. And then, you know, he makes all the noises like he's dying. And then, I was born in the briar patch, you
Bitch.
fools. I can't die in the briar patch. Have a good day, bitches. We're out.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
So then basically little Johnny confronts the shit kids and does the same exact fucking trick to them.
Yes.
And like, oh no, don't tell my mom. Or no, don't tell your mom or some shit like that.
Yeah. Whatever you
So
do.
whatever you do, just don't tell your mom what happened.
Yeah.
They're like, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna go tell our mom what happened. And of course, the shit kids go snitch to their mom, and the mom is like, man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
She whipped him.
She whooped him. That's
Yeah.
right. Got to spank
Yeah.
you. I guess they come out and one kid's actually smart. He's like, man, motherfucker tricked us, bruh. So let's go tell his mama what happened. So they tell the mama what happened, and the mama confronts Remus like, yo, quit telling this motherfucker these stories, bro. You getting all that nigga shit in his head.
Right.
Right. None of that.
And in between here, I don't know what the fuck. Isn't this afterwards he goes and sees Mammy?
No, after this, he actually went to go holler at Remus, and Remus was like, look, man, your mama told me not to tell you no more stories, and the nigga ain't trying to get lynched out here, so take your ass back in the house,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
this is true. This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After this is they telling you, you know, hey, it's gonna be he all upset, but then they tell you like, hey, we're gonna have a party for your birthday and shit. And he like, oh yeah, he says, Dad coming. She like, yeah, sure, he coming. Like, oh, okay, yeah. So then they had a little party. He goes to scoop his girly, but of course the brothers is hating little shit kids.
Yes.
So they actually follow them two, and they behind him like they like pulling on her hair and shit. And they actually shove her into the fucking mud. So these some shitty ass brothers, man. They shove your sister into the mud.
Right.
And then me and PJ are just sitting here like, man, little Johnny, man, just fuck them niggas up, bro. Just steal on him. He actually do. He lunges at them. He
Yes.
starts bombing him like, yo,
Yeah, roll around in the mud. On top of that, man, pulling his hair and shit.
protecting his girl.
Yeah, damn right. That's how you secure the pussy, young Johnny.
Learning early. And but then Uncle Remus comes and breaks that shit up, and he threatens the fuck out of these shit kids. And me and PJ, I told P, I'm like, yo, he better quit.
It's
Is that-
funny.
he be
All
hanging
of his
somewhere.
threats never are anything serious. Like, it's funny that was still
You
in
wonder
context. Oh my gosh. Don't say anything out of pocket, Uncle Remus.
Yeah, you can get something off. You used to be able to get nothing off. You can get something
Right.
off, but don't you go too far, nigga, because your ass will be hanging. Like he knew
my
not to overstep
gosh.
too much, because when he started to step a little bit, I'm like, ooh. I know this is Disney, but ooh.
Right.
Calm the fuck down, Uncle Remus. No.
And he would
It was kind of gangster with it though, like motherfucker. I'll beat y'all little asses out.
He knew his bounds, though. He knew his bounds. Fuck that shit.
But then Girly all upset, she run off. Johnny chase after her, and she like, oh, you know, my shirt all dirty and shit. He try to be smooth and, you know, clean it up for her. And she like, yo, you making it worse.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Remus come over and was like, yo, what's the problem here? And he see what's going down. He's like, you know, I'm gonna tell y'all a little story here. Tells him a story, and it starts with Brer Rabbit being fucking almost cooked alive
Yes.
in the fucking cave.
Mm-hmm.
So he got him over the fire, and Brer Rabbit started laughing. Little Fox is like, man, what the fuck you laughing for? You about to die, bitch. Like, you know, when I'm upset or something like that, I go to my laughing place or something.
Yes.
And then the little fox like, how, whatever, put him over the fire. And the bear came takes him off the fire. It's like, yo, where's this laughing place at?
Mm-hmm.
And the fox is like, man, he fucking with you. It's another trick. And he fucking like grabs the fucking fox's mouth and holds it shut. Like, fuck
And
you.
look, motherfucker, I want to know where this laughing place is.
So he actually unties the motherfucker. And the laughing place is out back in the forest. It's a fucking beehive in your face, bitch. And while that's happening, the fox and the rabbit are laughing. Bear get mad, throw the beehive on top of the fox's head.
Mm-hmm.
And I think after that, this is like the two motherfucking bear and the fox are just getting fucked up by bees.
Yeah.
And Brer Rabbit's like, I said it was my laughing place, not yours.
Not yours
Ah, ha, ha, ha.
laughing place.
So once again, the motherfucker gets away with trickery.
Yes.
But Mama's back
Yes.
looking for Johnny. And she mad. Said, Remus, I don't want you near my fucking son. Get away from him, you motherfucking nigga. I don't want you around here.
Right.
So Uncle Remus is upset. He goes to pack his bags to get the fuck away from that.
Well, then fine. I'm going to Atlanta.
Bye, bitch. I'm going to Atlanta. ATL. A-Town.
Even though I still won't get paid for acting in a movie that degrades my people.
I was about to say Atlanta. I mean, motherfucker, you better go north.
Right?
Fuck going further down south.
Way north.
Get the fuck from over there.
Chicago, Cleveland, New York. Anywhere above that Mason-Dixon line.
Ain't he fucking
You
with
know the funniest shit?
What's up?
This is tangent.
Do it.
Funny thing, I knew racism was alive and well, probably about the age of 6 or 7. I'm originally from Virginia. I'm not from Virginia. I was born in Virginia, and my peoples just moved up here when I was like 3 or something. So you know, this is all I know. This state right here. But going back to visit Mom's people in Virginia. We happened to cross over the Mason-Dixon line. There is a sign that says Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah.
And I asked my mom, what does that mean? And she said, basically, I mean, what it was. She told me what it was.
Yeah.
But then from there on, it just put me in a state of awareness that there was really this imaginary line that separates North from South that tells if you're free or not. It's just a very, very weird thing to me, I guess. Like, how do you know? Like, it's not like they had fucking stop signs or any type of signs for real. Like, how do you, like, could you just say I'm above the Mason-Dixon line if you're like in Tennessee or some shit, or even Virginia, like parts of it, like, can you, nah, we above that shit, I'm free. But I mean, I guess you would still be brought back to the plan. They don't really give a fuck.
I said, motherfuckers ain't give a fuck about no lines.
Yeah,
I mean, you whatever.
yeah. Well,
That good old American history for you
yeah,
folks.
never mind.
Let's
That
make
was
it
my
great
story.
again.
Motherfucker.
What the fuck happens after that? He packed his bags.
And he leaves.
He banged the fuck out, yeah. Johnny still walking with Girly. She see her pops. She run over to him, and you know they hugging, and Johnny salty because his pops ain't there still. Goes back to see Uncle Remus, but his shit is gone. And I think the mom come, and he's like, Remus is gone. And she's like, yeah, I did that shit, boy. Fuck out of here.
But they wind up.
Little Toby run up and is like, yo, Uncle Remus is on the motherfucking carriage back to
The
bang
wagon,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. And so he's running after him, but takes a shortcut through the bull patch. And of course, you fuck with the bull, you get them horns, motherfucker. And I'm so mad they didn't show this on camera.
Right.
I want it so badly for them to cut and you just see this motherfucker impaled through
air or
his chest. No,
something.
fuck that. That's what see the bull and Johnny just like impaled with the motherfucking horn going through his chest like But of course I don't get that.
It's still Disney.
But he just gets fucked up.
Uh-huh.
He just cut. It's nighttime, and I guess he's inside. And all the black folks is outside singing them spirituals.
Gathered
There you
around
go.
the
I was waiting for you.
house. Like, why? If this was even
Because
after
PJ the child got
Reconstruction, they would not. We're going to get there. It's about that time.
They cared about the child.
I understand. Yeah, y'all about to care about something, all right. Y'all about to care. Okay.
Shit. Oh, and then the dad comes on finally, and Uncle Remus is back, and the little dude is in there. They like, hey, it's your pops. How you doing? You alright? And he's just like, Uncle Remus, don't go.
Right.
Uncle Remus. Grandma, he calling for that nigga. Go grab that
Let's
nigga.
go
real
summon
quick.
him.
Summon
Bring
that
him
nigga.
to the cabins.
Hey, nigga, need you up here.
Yes, him.
Then he goes up there and he just starts talking
Does
about
what
fucking
Uncle
Brer
Remus
Rabbit
does
again.
best.
Starts talking about that fucking rabbit again. I would be so bored. Like, you ain't got no other stories in this. Like, fuck this rabbit. It's the same story every time.
No, it's always different. It's always
No, fuck that. It's the same bullshit every time.
The trickery.
It's just some trickery. Brer Rabbit do dumb shit, get caught, tricks his way out of it. Blam, nigga. 3 steps. But he's at the bedside. You know, the kid, of course, wakes up when he hears Uncle Remus, and everybody's all happy. And then the mom and dad are even quoting Uncle Remus, Brer Rabbit stories. And PJ, do it. Go ahead and do it.
What?
I knew you were going to say something about it. About your appropriation.
Oh, I'm getting there.
Oh, you
we
wait.
almost there.
Oh,
yeah,
you wait.
we
Okay.
almost there.
No, okay, wait for it to end. Okay. Well, let me blaze this shit then. Kids are outside playing. Everything's happy.
Yes.
They see Brer Rabbit in real life for some reason, and fucking Uncle Remus
He
is
took
like,
some psychedelics or something.
yeah, I don't know what the fuck them kids was taking, man. They was out there in that patch smoking something. Poppies will make us sleep. And Uncle Remus is looking like, what the fuck is going on here? But then he starts playing along with it too. So then happily, the 2 little white kids, little black Toby, and Uncle Remus, they all walk off into the sunset with the little cartoon characters, happily ever after. That's the end of the Song of the South. PJ, say what you got to say. Like the Black and Mild. And that's a cigar for you folks that don't know hood shit. I'm leaning back.
Now, you know, I hold on. Can just ask me the question. Ask me.
Ask you the question.
Yeah.
PJ,
Yes.
you mentioned something about cultural appropriation during this episode.
Yes.
What did you mean by that?
Cultural appropriation. This is when a culture, typically and most notably in recent times and probably throughout history, if you really do your research, is African Americans.
Damn right.
They get stolen from. Ideas, concepts, the way that we move through life gets stolen somehow, some way, and it gets switched for other people, for other races, but for their benefits. Examples. Any fucking world star trend that you have seen started from a black person. Examples. Any dance craze that you have seen currently and probably in the past started from black people. Examples.
You saw in It's a Wonderful Life what dances they was doing.
Yes, exactly.
Goofy looking shit.
Point proven.
That same year.
Examples. The light bulb.
Uh-oh, we going deep.
No, that was not Thomas Edison, motherfuckers. Examples. Whiskey. Jack Daniels. No, he did not come up with that concept. It was his right-hand black man that came up with the concept. I'm telling you facts right now, people. Examples. What is y'all's fucking, I said y'all's, I am so sorry. What is the brilliant scholar who
Einstein?
Before him. I'm talking about way
shit.
back. Pythagorean or whatever
Pythagorean.
Yes, him and all of the other scholars
He had the theorem,
that
right?
came out of Greece. Guess what, motherfuckers? They got their information from ancient Egypt, also known as Kemet. This is where the source of all of the science and esoteric knowledge of the world comes from. But back to Song of the South. Oh yeah,
PJ
it's
took
note
notes.
time,
PJ took
motherfuckers.
notes.
My problem with this movie, the stereotypes. Every scene that was not animated, like I said, we've already been through this.
Yeah.
It was all happy-go-lucky for the slaves. And there was no sorrow. You know, if this was a true depiction of life back then, I wouldn't have been mad if I seen a lynching or somebody got whipped or something, you know. But this is making it all happy, like, you know, blacks enjoyed slavery. Yeah, like what the fuck is that about? Two, the fucking mammy thing. That shit and how they played him, I really feel like the only reason it wasn't a woman.
Well, I mean, they had
the
woman. They literally had Mammy in the movie.
Yes, they did, and those were the prominent 2 black people that were in the movie.
Little Toby dude.
And Toby, and of course, him being young, you know, he was still trying to help the white man at the end of the day. Instead of being focused on his culture.
You said something during the movie that, what'd you say? You said
What did I
basically when, because he was getting in trouble when he was hanging with Toby. You said something about why they got the black dude leading the little white kid astray.
Yeah, with the frog. The
Yeah,
frog.
the frog thing, that's right.
In any instance that the white boy that we knew the white man the white boy knew he wasn't supposed to be doing something. Here comes the black boy, like, that's okay, you're trying to talk him out of it. Like this is
Bad influence.
Exactly. Subconsciously, I mean, Disney was telling their audience, in a subconscious way,
Niggas get you in trouble.
exactly, stay away from them, Now, the other black people were animations. We have Burr Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What did they think of us? That we're tricksters. The only way that we are able to get ahead is that we have to trick our way out of it or
Lie,
trick our way
cheat,
into
steal.
it. Yes, lie, cheat, steal. That is our code. But it's not, motherfuckers. We had Brother Fox.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to be the sly, cunning black guy. Always had his top flight scheme in order to get what he wants. Then we had Brother Bear. The brute amongst us. But he's dumb as
fuck.
shit. The depictions were crazy. The stereotypes. What I say? Negro. Uncle Roof. I think that's all still the culture. I don't know what the fuck I was saying was still the
Yeah,
culture.
appropriation shit, probably.
Was that it?
Probably.
Probably.
So, PJ,
Yes.
after all that shit,
Yes.
what the fuck would you rate this movie?
-1.
-1. -1.
This isn't even on the scale. This doesn't get a 0. Like, this should never have been made. And if they made it, they could have just done a whole better job of depicting and at least gave African folk credit for the concept of Burr Rabbit. Like, the fact that he went to this white man. I sound like I'm on some real pro-black shit right now, but I'm
Fuck
sorry.
it.
The fact that he did that, like, he knew it was going to be something. It was going to have some backlash. Yes, you're going to go to a source who can't give you the information correctly, and even if you did, you depict it as if we are less than, in every shape, way, form possible, even in the animation of the characters. That's negative. You don't deserve to be on a scale. It's a -1.
I understand why you did it, but I don't like giving negatives, though. So I'm going to just fly out and give the shit the donut. You
Okay.
get the 0.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, that's not on the scale anyway. Scale start from 1 to 10. I'm going 0. But not only because of all the shit PJ said, I ain't going to repeat all the shit he said. He said it all very eloquently. I'm not going to step on your toes there.
Thank you, sir.
But pretty much, PJ gave that side of it. I'm going to bring the movie watcher aspect side of it, in my opinion.
Okay.
It's just boring to me. Like, outside, like I said, if you took out all the racist shit, it's boring as fuck.
That too.
An hour and 34 minutes.
Yes.
And like I said, after an hour, we thought it was about to go off. Before we checked the timer, so it had 30 more minutes left.
Yes.
And it was torturous. And I'm already not a Disney fan. So it's like you get racist shit that I don't care for, and you get Disney animation that's boring as fuck on top of it with a boring ass storyline. You ain't getting no points from Brent. You get no love, bitch. Like, so just from that aspect of it all, like outside of all the racist bullshit we talked about, it's just boring as fuck. And the animation, I mean, I guess for the time, like I told PJ while we were watching movies, motherfuckers probably see like, oh my god, these animated with real people up there. Like, I don't know, maybe that was hype for them back then. But I think Mary Poppins and shit came out before this, and then they have that animation and shit too.
Yeah,
like
Mary
that.
Poppins.
So who the fuck knows? This shit ain't for me. Apparently it ain't for nobody because nobody wants this shit released on fucking DVD except Whoopi Goldberg. But I'm pretty sure I know why she wanted it out there.
Right.
She just want to fuck with people.
Look, niggas.
Yeah. So I'll put it like this. If you ain't seen it, you ain't missing much.
No.
If you dying to see it, don't worry about it. It's hard to find anyway. Like, it took me a minute to even get this shit to play on the TV.
Yes.
It's boring as fuck. The songs, if you want to really hear the songs, just YouTube the motherfuckers. That's what I did. The songs are on YouTube. The movie just ain't. I don't even care for the songs, honestly. And I don't know how you feel about the songs now.
I mean, I'm torn. I really am. I like them just because of the place that they hold in my childhood memories.
Yeah.
But fuck the songs. And fuck you, Disney. I'm going on a Disney boycott at night for at least the next 2 days. Damn it.
There it is. -1 and 0. The lowest scores in the history of Home Video Hustle. Are you surprised? Because I'm not.
Oh my god.
So now officially, this is the worst thing we watched. Now, Equilibrium is not the worst thing anymore.
No, it is not.
Tay Diggs, there you go. Uncle Remus helped you out there, buddy.
Fuck.
Well, that was an ordeal.
Yes, it was.
I'm glad I don't have to see it again anymore.
Me
I will never in
too.
my life watch this shit again.
I'm gonna make my kids watch this shit.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me know how that goes.
Lessons need to be
Well, I'll
taught.
tell you what. When you gonna make them watch it? Like now or when they older?
No, when they older.
Okay,
For real,
I'll say
I've already
that's-
started telling them, even though they don't get it, I've started telling them like Anansi stories and shit.
Really?
Just African folk, yeah.
Okay.
Like it needs to be in them. It's a thing.
And still the culture. And
Yeah, and still the culture.
Lost for words, man.
Yeah.
That don't happen often.
Well,
That's the only bad thing. And I think with my score it's like this too. Watching it with PJ, I laughed a lot because we were just cracking jokes. But like if I was to have sat and watched this by myself,
oh yeah.
I wouldn't have made it, man. I'd have just fucking like started watching something on my phone or something, just
Right.
playing in the background, just occasionally looking at it. It's boring as fuck.
It
It's
is.
racist
It is,
as
Julie.
fuck.
It is.
It's useless as fuck.
Yes.
Fuck this movie.
Yes.
And I say it often, and I can say it with like for real now though. Fuck Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't get no criticism for saying it this time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Song of the South.
And that is Song of the South. Are y'all happy? Did y'all hear a black man's rant today?
Yeah, PJ went off on
Did
this
y'all,
one.
yeah. Fuck.
All right, I knew it was coming, man. That's why I just let you do your thing, man.
Ah, fuck.
I had seen
So-
parts of this movie before, so I knew what was coming.
It's just it just, you know what grinds my gears?
What's that, PJ?
It's the fact that black people have done so much in this country. And we're only, how old is my mom? 50 something years. But that she was still going through the time of, you know, us being quote unquote
yeah.
free. So we're 40 years removed from this. And people want us to, you know, get over it, like act like it never happened. But
Oh, yeah.
there's a thing that is psychological. Willie Lynch. Have I discussed this before on the
Probably,
show?
but fuck it, do it.
Willie Lynch, this good old white man, during the times when slavery was first started, came up with a plan
What was that?
how to keep the black man down.
There's a book about this, isn't there?
Yes, there
Uh-huh.
is. The strongest man on the plantation, you find him and you break him. You tar him. You put feathers on him. You tie his legs to 2 horses and whip them to set them apart in different directions. And you tear his body apart in front of everybody watching. What does that do?
Puts that fear in him.
Exactly. You take the woman, you abuse the woman, and you tell her that her kids aren't even hers. Or you rape her
I was about to say, there you go.
and then have her child, if he's light enough, or she, live in the house away from the mom. But have your child sucking on her titties for the milk. Bring your child to the black woman for all the medicinal purposes. Yet she's not allowed in the house. It just irks me, okay?
It's definitely like after you watch something like this, you definitely gotta go pull that copy of Django out.
Right. See
And
some
just
white
watch
people
it.
get
And just
fucked up.
Right.
Is that racist?
Oh,
I don't care. Fuck that shit.
there you go.
I feel like God knew what he was doing for real. Cause like our generation now would not have survived. There would be a mass slaughter of niggas
Oh,
in
yeah.
the 60s and before. Cause
Somebody-
we couldn't stand for that shit.
Somebody made a joke about this shit, and I don't remember who it was now, but they basically was like, "What the fuck did they say?" He was like, "You think people want to be out there picking that cotton?" He said that one motherfucker stepped up and was like, "Man, fuck that shit." Whoosh. It was like, "Yeah, we'll pick that cotton." It was Eddie Murphy in Delirious. He's like, so one person stepped up and got, like you said, one motherfucker got fucked up, and everybody was like, "Yeah, fuck that. We gonna pick this cotton, boy."
Right? And it's like, not to say they didn't revolt, but I just feel like our spirit, because we have seen freedom and we know what freedom is. If you were to put us back in those times, nah, fuck that shit. You might have a whip, but nigga, there's thousands of us. Your ass is gonna die and your whole family. And I'm taking over your plantation. Any white man that comes on here, he's dying.
You know, I thought, I don't know if it's an apt comparison, but it kind of, it seems similar in my head. But it's just like, I mean, I'm dead serious right now too. We know the shit going on with like all the Trayvon Martin and all that shit going on. And you was just talking about like you fuck one person up to try and get everybody else scared and shit. That's kind of what that remind me of slightly when you talking about that.
This is, we'll see, here we go, tangent.
No, fuck, we already on tangent.
I have a theory.
Uh-huh.
And it's something like, it's not quite full yet, but I do believe that they did start that because they want us to be in fear again. We were starting to recognize our worth. I
Had
would
the black
say.
guy up there,
Yes.
the president.
Yeah, right. Like they gave us something, but
We
they
got
couldn't
something
give
that
us.
we thought we never fucking had.
Right.
I watched the fucking original Kings of Comedy over the weekend, this last weekend.
Wow.
That came out in 2000. Mm-hmm. And they were just joking about how there would never be like a black guy in president, you know, we'll never see that in our lifetime. And the next fucking president that came out, because that came out in 2000. So when Obama got in like 08, right?
Yeah.
So just the next presidency, we got a fucking black dude. And I
Right.
was watching
George
out-
W.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that. I was like, it's crazy. Everybody thought that and everybody agreed with it. Then the next motherfucker that came in there was a black guy.
We're starting to climb, but we can't have that. And you want to know why, world? Because when the black man succeeds, oh, it's something. It is something. And the man knows that. Case proven. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1929.
Uh-oh.
There was a black Wall Street.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was booming more than the white Wall Street in New York. What happens? They bomb that shit. Mass hysteria. All of our financial records are gone. All of our banks, black-owned banks, backed by our black money, is gone. Making us depend on them.
Yeah.
If we don't have anything of ourselves and are always dependent, then we will never escape the trap. Thoughts of
have
a
that
young, wise
financial
black
freedom.
man. Yes. You want to know what's more important than throwing money in a strip club?
Credit.
You want to know?
Shit. It's a real shit.
Fuck.
Jay-Z wasn't on no bullshit when he said that.
Right.
So no matter how far you go,
Yes.
if you black, you only gonna get so far most times.
Yes. And that's not a pity party thing.
Nah. That's just real shit.
Yes.
That's just how it is.
Yes. Some white people don't understand how you could say that. And it's like, well, once you live in this life for about 16 years, there is a book that is called Driving While Black.
DWB, man.
Yes. And it points out, like,
Never heard of that one.
yeah, of course, Dad had me read it.
Ah.
Of course. But it points out, like, what are they coming of age things
Yeah.
that a black man goes through? Mm-hmm. And it was funny because it's when we started hanging out, actually. But I noticed this
Oh, me
shit.
and you, like
yeah, when we
okay.
started going up to Easton. There
Oh,
becomes
okay,
the
yeah.
time, and it is proven. Like, this is
Oh,
actually
yeah.
proven.
Definitely got stories from Easton.
And yeah, like, what are they? Research shows. Whites view black
Man.
black boys
Oh, black boy.
as men
Oh, okay.
at a younger age than
Oh,
they do
yeah.
white boys. As we would go up into Easton, I would start noticing that. Like, we would start getting looks. And keep in mind, we're what, 13? I was 13. You were probably 14, 15. I was
ninth
13.
grade, about 13, 14 years old.
Yeah, so I was, damn, so I was 12, 13.
Yep.
So imagine being a boy, 12 or 13, you know, really not stealing shit, not doing
Just
anything.
mind your own business.
But being harassed because you're black and they think you're gonna steal something. Like it's the everyday struggle that you have to go through that shapes your
I got
mind.
a story for him when you ready.
Oh shit!
It's in Easton. I don't know if you remember it because it was fucking decade ago now. At
With
least,
the-
probably,
with the
but,
cops?
Oh, yeah, sort of security.
Yeah, security.
Rent-a-cops. Because around that time, Easton, if y'all don't know, around where we come from, Easton's this big, gigantic ass mall area. It's even bigger now, but back then it was fairly newer.
Yes.
Then a lot of kids used to hang up there. And they had a curfew. I forget what time it was, like 9?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock, yeah.
Yes, it was.
And around that time, like we were actually waiting on my parents or one of our parents to get there. And so we were standing there talking, and this motherfucker came up and grabbed me real hard on my shoulder. And I was like, "What the fuck? No, you kids ain't supposed to be in here." I said, "I'm waiting on my parents."
We just left a movie, didn't we?
We left a movie, yeah.
Yes.
And basically, motherfucker shoved us outside to this little area for all the, I guess, the delinquents and shit. And then my mom came up and she actually said something to the
Yes.
dude. And they tried to go at it. And then my mom had one of her boyfriends at the time where they was about to go to blows with this dude. And then dude, of course, backed the fuck up.
Come on,
Of course, just
man.
standing. We were in the fucked up part. We were standing at the we were standing at the front door because it was cold outside.
Entrance, yes.
And even though it was snowing outside, it was snowing outside. That's right.
It was the winter, I remember.
Yeah, and
the
they
lights
made us
were
go
up around
stand
the
out.
shit. Yeah.
Made us go stand out in the fucking snow. But the fucked up part of it was little white couple.
I was about to say, the
little
white people
couple
right
did
there.
not get put outside.
Oh my god.
And that's when I was like, okay, that's one of the things that made me stop liking Easton. Like, I don't go up there unless I really like. I went up there recently because So we wanted to go up there to go to a little restaurant and shit. But other than that, I fucking hate Easton. Can't stand that shit. Because like I said, that's not the only time something like that's happened before. Like PJ said, we be walking around and you'll see that thing where you start noticing somebody's following you. And then you'll notice that it's a security guard.
Right.
And then you notice that you make a couple cuts and they're still following you.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
So that's like, no joke. I don't know if I was with you or Jeff. If you remember it, then it was you, I guess. That shit happened. And they had like those little circular mirrors up in the ceiling or corners and shit where you just like look around and shit. And I saw this motherfucker was still following us. I told whoever was with me, I was like, man, let's make a cut down here. It's like, all right, cool. Made that cut. Motherfucker was still following us. And so I had stopped and I just turned around and walked right up. I walked up to the door. I was like, what's going on? How you doing? He's like, I'm doing good. I was like, why you following me? You know, I'm not following you. Like, bro, I've been watching you in this little mirror, but you've been following me. What's good?
You're following.
And he's like, oh, I'm just walking to something over here. And I was like, okay. And I stepped to the side and I let him walk past me. Go the fuck where you going then?
Stop.
That motherfucker was salty. Do you remember that?
No,
Must have been Jeff
it
then.
had
Okay.
to be Jeff.
'Cause he used to make me go up there all the time
gosh.
too. But yeah, that's the type of like, I can't stand that shit.
Right. Yeah.
Dealt with that shit at the hospital too, working there. Like you said, when we get to a certain point and it's like you get stopped, you can't go no further. I worked in fucking I was a custodian or a housekeeper, quote unquote, at Children's Hospital. I applied multiple times to get out that position to go, I don't know, patient transport. There's a fucking videography job open and I have a fucking degree in videography. So I'm like, that should be a shoe-in. No joke. This is the truth. I don't know if I told this story on the podcast before, but if I haven't, here's some bullshit for you. I was so hyped like I could finally get a job doing videography. That's what I went to school for. This is what I want to do. Fuck yeah. The interview was going to be in the little cafeteria area. I actually cleaned in, so I made sure it was all cool the day before. Yes, make sure that shit was cool. And I came in there with the suit on there. There's a picture of me on Facebook suited up that day inside the supply area in our basement. And the guy, he came around the corner and he was like, you know, all cool acting and shit. And then he seen me, and no joke, PJ, he stopped. Dead in his tracks. He stopped, seen me, and then he made a cut to like the vending machines. And I'm thinking in my head like, oh shit, did he not see me? Or is that the guy? I'm like trying to figure out, is that him? And he came over there, sat down. He's like, or he came over to me, he's like, are you Brent? I said, yeah. And he sat down. I'm like, okay. This motherfucker legit like didn't shake my hand. I put it out there, he ignored my shit. And I started talking. He took a swig of his pop and burped and shit. He didn't do it in front, because if he did it in my face, I'd have fucked him up. But he turned his head and he burped. And I'm just in my mind at that point, I'm just like, yeah, this ain't going very good. And of course, I didn't get the job. And of course, who did? Cute little white girl.
Of course.
But then I tried to, okay, I'm going to try at least go to patient transport and just push beds and shit all day. Because I did that anyway as part of one of the jobs I wasn't supposed to be doing, but got made to do anyway. So I said, I might as well go do that then. Didn't get that job because the managers actually told that manager that I was be a bad worker.
Wow.
And I'm the best fucking worker they got, because that's why I worked at urgent care, because nobody else wanted to do it. And I was the only person that could get that shit done on time. Told them I was unreliable worker. So fuck Children's Hospital, fuck those managers on top of that.
Trying to keep the black man.
And I got many stories like that. I'm not gonna waste all your time with this shit.
I was
like,
just about
so
to
many.
say, imagine every young black male. Imagine
We
how
all got
many
stories.
different stories.
No
they
matter
could
if you talk,
tell.
you talk to, like you said, the quote unquote, you talk to the thug, quote unquote, you talk to
Right.
the normal guy, quote unquote, you talk
Right.
to the geeky guy, quote unquote. We all got stories like this.
just for being black.
Just like trying to do
how?
normal shit and getting bothered. Like I said, just trying to walk around the mall, got motherfuckers following us. Trying to get a couple of dollars more every motherfucker, or every paycheck, motherfucker telling you,
Right.
you're a bad worker. Fuck you. But then at the same time, they telling motherfuckers I'm a bad worker and leaving notes in my thing saying I'm a rebellious attitude having motherfucker. Hey Brent, we need you to do this extra shit for us. We can't get anybody to do it. Can you do it? Like asking me to help them out.
Right.
And that's why I got to the point where I was like, no, I can't. The urgent care is busy, and I'll be sitting back there on my ass in the stairwell asleep. Fuck y'all.
Not today.
Not today, bitch.
Oh my gosh. That's
But yeah,
funny.
just a little something for you at the end of
That's
that.
funny.
Those are the conversations that a movie like this bring out. Maybe that's why Whoopi Goldberg wants this shit to
Right.
be seen.
I've been called a nigger before.
I've been called nigger multiple times. Man.
Oh shit. It's
And
only
a couple
happened
times
once.
at the hospital. I got called a nigga by a little kid once.
See, it's never been face to face with me.
Oh,
So
it
they were
has.
riding by. I was in Virginia, of course. I had to be in Virginia.
down there, yeah.
Yeah, and they were riding by. I was walking, nigger, with the little NRA
Nigger.
flag, and yeah.
Oh, you talking about the NRA flag or the
Yeah,
the
and
Confederate flag?
Confederate
Yeah,
flag. That's
rebel
it in the
flag,
back
yeah.
of their pickup truck window. Like, fuck, man. Is that? I was like 18. Like, I didn't think that shit was like real, but
Oh yeah,
I definitely felt some type of way after that shit.
I bet, especially down there.
Yeah, right? Like, fuck. I was below the Mason-Dixon line.
There you go. So you just talk
Fun
about that shit.
fact.
There it is. Uh-oh.
Did you know that what we call now, what's that big park in New York? The main park where
Central Park?
Central Park was originally called Seneca Village. And it was the home to,
I said I didn't know that.
Oh, it was originally home to African Americans.
Really?
Until what is right beside Seneca Village. I mean, beside
Central Park?
Central Park.
I have no idea, bro.
Wall Street.
Oh, duh, yeah.
And of course,
Oh, I should have known that from Die Hard 3. Fuck.
there you go. They removed all the black people and created that whole area.
Mm-hmm.
Gentrification.
There he is.
Motherfuckers.
They were just talking about gentrification on the news. I was watching something on the TV. I was like just flipping through channels. And they were talking about that being a new form of racism. Well, not new.
I was about
but
to
another
say,
form
what? Yeah.
Of, the old bitch ass president. Old bitch ass president we got in there right now doing this whole shit.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying that shit about like how your boy they had like the little government shutdown or whatever.
Yeah.
They was like, man, let that shit happen when Obama was president.
Right.
That motherfucker
All
was
hell would have
getting
broke
the
loose.
Fuck, man.
This is what happens when you put a unqualified.
There was a Saturday Night Live sketch that just came on. I forget. Damn, I wish I remember the title of it. There was a game show. And I think it was called. They were calling it like, "Does It Even Matter?" And they were saying all the shit Trump is doing, like having to shut down. They was like, "Does it even matter?" And they was like, "Yeah, it should," because this. And they were like, "What's the answer?" And they was like, "No, it doesn't matter." Like everything he did, it didn't matter. Nobody gave a fuck. The host was just getting drunk the whole time and shit. I was like, it's crazy because all this shit that your boy getting away with, don't know. Everybody can like it ain't shit. They just turning their nose about it. But the minute your boy Obama did any little thing,
right? Is that right? Is it trying to get health care for the people who can't afford the shit? Oh no, they should work.
I love that
shit.
shit.
Like what the
when
fuck?
people be like, oh, you know, not realizing that Obamacare and the Affordable Care Act were the same thing. That shit is the best. That shit is the best because these motherfuckers are so dumb. We don't need no Obamacare. I got the Affordable Care Act, bitch. What the fuck you think that is?
Oh, you're going to something different.
I love that they tried to call Obamacare as like derogatory way of talking about it, but then they don't realize they got the shit. That's the fucking best. That shows you how dumb motherfuckers are. And that's one thing I love. That's the one thing I love about Donald Trump being president. That's let all the dumb motherfuckers letting you know that they're dumb motherfuckers now. They hit it. Well, not all of them hit it so well, but some of them hit it so well that you didn't notice. And now that he's out there doing his shit, they're out there doing their shit, and you see just how dumb they are.
How dumb America is as a whole.
Exactly. There's a lot of dumb motherfuckers out, and they're all showing their ass now.
Exactly. They just said a thing. I just saw something too about him saying something about food stamps and black people.
Oh yeah, he did.
But
white
people have it more than us.
I never had that shit. My parents never had that shit. Your parents ever had that shit?
No, but I have.
Yeah,
and still do.
The bullshit thing about that is I wish I could have some. It'd be nice, but I work a job, so apparently I can't get no help. That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, right?
That'd be a whole other hour right there.
Oh, my God.
Say that for the next time we do some racist-ass movie on here.
Oh.
Which may not be that long from now. PJ.
Yes.
We said a lot of stuff people may or may not agree with.
Oh. Fuck that shit.
But if they want to let us know what they think, or if they disagree, or if they agree,
yes,
you know where they can hit us up at, right?
Where?
On Twitter, mostly. You can find us at capital H, capital V, capital H, capital P, lowercase I cast. And that spells HVH podcast if you want them dumbass people that voted for Trump don't know shit. And you can also find us on Facebook at
Fifi.
I didn't know what the fuck that was for the longest time. Like, what the fuck does that mean? And then you find us on Facebook, facebook.com/HVH Podcast. Instagram at Home Video Hustle Podcast. And at, what's the other thing I always talk about? Oh, and YouTube.
I thought we were going Podbean.
That too, but YouTube. Just type in Home Video Hustle. We on there. Subscribe to us if you please. New videos every Wednesday. Let you know what we doing on Friday.
Yes.
And you can get every episode of the show right now on homevideohustle.podbean.com. Binge them all night Netflix. And by the time you hear this, I should have every episode uploaded to YouTube. I'm working on that right now, getting all the older episodes on there. So you can get them there, get them on Podbean, get them everywhere.
Boom.
PJ.
Yes.
You want to tell them where your Twitter's at?
At Paulie PJ.
Capital P, AULY, capital P, lowercase j, at Paulie PJ.
Boom.
Now, that was the official starts of our Black History Month. Got that out the way, so I'm sure we'll be talking about some stuff more in the coming weeks. But this is, I think every movie after this we might like. This is like, that's what we got this one out the way early.
I think every episode this month I shall bring some facts that are not common, but they need to be known.
There you go. And next week I won't spoil it for you, but next week is one of my absolute favorite movies of all time.
Oh, we getting jiggy.
We getting it. We going to the 70s, y'all. I ain't telling you what it's gonna be. You gotta watch that video on Wednesday.
Can I say show enough?
You can.
Show enough.
And it's not The Last Dragon, if you're thinking that, because that came out in the 80s. So, PJ.
Yes.
About ready to get up out of here, man?
You know it.
I'll let you know this. I'm Brent.
And this is PJ.
Have a good rest of your Friday. Have a good weekend.
Stay black.
Hey, stay strong. And of course, be sure to check out all the episodes if you ain't heard them all yet. They all good, believe me.
Yes.
If you liked this conversation, definitely go check out the Tales from the Hood episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit more of that in there. But it's about time to go. We'll see you next Friday.
Yes.
Peace, y'all.
Peace. Fuck Disney.